Hey, what's up everybody? Mr. 500 here. Kevin from Keen Automall, owner, operator, founder. Just wanted to basically share some stocks, tips and tricks, investment ideas, off the cuff. Just basically what's in my mind, I want to go over with you guys. Today's economy, how I came to these conclusions. There's just so much to talk about, and I do a lot of driving nowadays, so I think now's the best time is when I'm in the car, going between a full-time job as well as an owner-operator of Keen Automall in Pompano Beach. It's just crazy. I'm seeing both sides of the world. I'm seeing both sides of the economy. I'm seeing street money at the street level. I'm seeing rich money at the rich level, and I just want to decipher between the two levels of income to decipher the communication or the brain paths that are happening between the richest rich and what's happening with that street money. So I own a buy here, pay here in Pompano Beach. So we do buy here, pay here lending, in-house finance, no credit check approvals, literally street cash. You need a loan, I got you, like an AmScot, but cash on wheels. I'll give you cars for cash, right? I don't care what your credit is, this and that. And then I'm running in I'm in a finance department selling $50,000 to $60,000 cars day by day, analyzing people that have net worth of 2-3 million, this and that, working at a big dealership. So I get to see 800 credit score credit, I get to see 400 credit score credit, and everything in between. I gotta say, this AI trade that's just going on in the world, this is gonna be like a mental diary. This is March. What's today's date? Today is March 6th. March 6th, okay? We're just pending that judgment day from AI. The AI judgment day is on the rise. It's coming soon. You'll see. You will see a judgment day just like Terminator. When maybe AI doesn't take over the world with the robots, but they're definitely gonna fuck up some shit. They're gonna mess it up. Yep. So look at all these reports coming out. So let me tell you from someone that's working 24/7. I'm working 10 days a week, 30 hours a day, 24/7 every day, right? 30, what we call that, 34/10. 34 hours a day, 10 days a week, as Bukasa would say that. My buddy Bukasa, he likes that phrase. I work 10 days a week. Like, what do you mean? There's an extra 3 days. I'm still making those extra 3 days somehow in the 7-day period. I like that. So listen to this economic analysis. All right. Right now, what are some headlines? Record credit card debt is hitting the streets right now, but it's not the streets. You know why it's not the streets? Our credit scores that have 400 credit scores, 300 credit scores coming to a buy here, pay here, they don't have credit cards. Did you know that? They don't have credit cards anymore. They're not paying the 30% credit card rates. You know who is? The guy that's working at, which I just heard this the other day, at Progressive. Progressive is eliminating the paralegals and replacing them with AI. Whether that's true or not, I haven't confirmed it with research, but just imagine how many jobs are getting laid off due to AI eliminating those jobs. Okay? We know actuaries. My friend works at Blue Cross Blue Shield. He's told me, hey, I have all this mathematical degrees, all this stuff I'm really good at, but guess what? They don't need my services anymore because the actuarial position of ratios and statistics and computations that take me 2 weeks to process, AI can do that in 1 hour. Now we can compute all the data and get my solution at the same rate of solutions with AI technology in way less time. So they're gonna fire me. They're gonna eliminate that. So think about this. If AI is eliminating jobs, and the job report today just came out, it was supposed to be positive in jobs. It's down. Job report down. So that means layoffs are gonna be skyrocketing. And those reports are fake anyway. They're probably way off between the real numbers because they're never gonna give you the truth. But they're actually honestly trying to announce that, well, job data is down. So AI is eliminating jobs. Now the stock market is the only thing in the economy that appears to be good. My dealership's numbers, statistically, not good. high repossessions, high default rates, income earners way down in the amount of money they need to be making to support their lifestyle. Now, let's look at the other side of the planet. People buying 50 to 60,000 on cars left and right. They're going into their 401ks. They're pulling out, from this inflated stock market to buy an expensive product that's 50 to 60, 70,000, like a vehicle, a brand new car. So when the shit hits the fan, the people that are buying the expensive products, if the stock market goes down, I ask them, and I do like a survey every day because I'm a finance manager at a car dealership. I ask them, how do you invest? Why would you put so much money down on a car on a depreciating asset that's not worth anything? You're going to pay cash for this thing? Our job is to self-finance, and I do it with straight logic. Why would you pay 7.8% when I can offer you 0.9% on that brand new Telluride? Right? This is a logical approach for me, but sometimes they still push back. They don't want to do it. Oh, I don't want to do it. I want to pay cash. And you know why they want to pay cash? Because NVIDIA and Tesla and all these companies that they've invested in have made a lot of money in returns. Like, okay, that's cool. Why would you pay cash instead of continuing to invest in the NVIDIA and Tesla then? Why wouldn't you continue the fund? They're just so liquid, they just want to pay cash. All right, so long story short, here's when the cookie's gonna crumble. So if you're an AI company and your AI software is allowing Blue Cross Blue Shield, as an example, to eliminate 5,000 six-figure salaries out of the labor force and replace it with software or AI systems, what the catalyst is going to happen when all these six-figure earners are now going to be waiting to find another job over 2 or 3 years. So they're waiting to find another job. What do you think they're doing? Mortgage repossession rates and delinquency rates are through the roof. Repossession rates are through the roof. And that's not only in the 400 credit score category. We're talking your 700, your 740, your 650 credit scores. They're also skyrocketing. Why are they skyrocketing? Because people throughout all this news, if you don't look at the stock market and you just ask around, like that movie The Big Short, hey, how many houses do you have? I got 5. And she's like a stripper at the strip club. Got 5 houses that she's trying to flip because the market was so upside down. Same thing is happening. So the catalyst, Judgment Day, is when this happens. When AI eliminates enough tech jobs in IBM, and the earnings are going to keep going up because they keep eliminating labor with all the greed of Wall Street. Greed of Wall Street is to eliminate labor. Let's invent the ATM to eliminate the teller, to boost the bottom line. That's the only problem with capitalism, is that it's all about straight profits until it explodes. Then it's like a big problem. So capitalism is good at creating bubbles. It creates these massive bubbles because of the greed of just, let's just eliminate 30,000 people in the workforce because that'll boost our net profit lines by 10%. Let's just fire all 30,000 of those working families and people to boost the profit. Okay, cool. So that'll happen for a little while until the people you're firing from the market are also the people that need to buy your product. So if you're eliminating all these people from the market that need to buy your product, that means earnings will go like this and then eventually go like that. And why? So if you're progressive and you sell auto insurance and the whole market as a whole is eliminating jobs, at some point, the efficiency of earnings going up will not equate to the amount of the efficiency of the savings. You have efficient savings by eliminating your labor, which is producing earnings to go up. But if people stop buying your product and you've eliminated the workforce, eventually earnings will have to reverse down. So you're going to have a bubble of earnings showing up on these accounting financial statements saying, oh yeah, record quarter, record profits, money's good, everything's great, we eliminated another 5% of the workforce, the next quarter comes up, we laid off another 3 or 4% of the workforce, and earnings continue to appear to be going up. But the hidden problem is those people that got laid off, they haven't found a job yet. So eventually that mortgage is falling behind. Now, do you remember in the beginning of the segment that I told you about the credit cards? It's not the 400 credit score that's got credit card debt. It's not the 500 credit score that's got credit card debt. It's the 680 to 720 credit score that's around 100,000 a year. your upper class, you could call it the upper class. You have like the elite oligarchy, which is like your multimillionaires. You got like your upper class, that's like your 120 to 150K a year earners. You got like your middle class, I guess, that's like your 50K earners. And you got your street money people that's like making 2 to 3K cash a week that have zero credit card. The $2,000 to $3,000 cash earner, they don't got credit card debt. They haven't had credit cards in 10 or 20 years. So when American Express states how bad things are looking for maxed out credit cards and credit card debt exploding in some of these articles that are coming out, this is what's happening. The person that works at AI company gets laid off. They use credit cards to float themselves for 2 to 3 years because they have these large credit card limits. They use mortgage extensions to float themselves until they look for another actuarial job, until they look for another paralegal job, and they hope that AI hasn't started to replace that job altogether from the industry. AI is changing things so fast. They are changing things so fast right now. Some of my biggest positions that I'm finding in stocks that are lucrative, General Mills, Kraft Heinz, food companies, the stuff you see at the shelves at Walmart or Target. These stocks are on a fire sale right now. It's almost like they think food's going out. Bloomin', BLMN, just restaurant companies. They're all trading, these discretionary food restaurant companies. Food ain't going nowhere. All these retirees that I'm witnessing on a day-to-day are putting all their eggs in one basket. The AI sector, the Tesla, the AI, the automotive. But guess what? The valuations are so high. Boop! 1999 is party like it's 1999. Yo, when 99 hits again, they're going to be talking about this 10 years from now. Man, do you remember in 2026 where that guy, Mr. 500, was talking about, you know, a 500% correction about to happen? Mr. 500. Yeah, Mr. 500, you know, stock market's going to be losing 500 points a day based on Mr. 500. Shiller Index, record high. It's only 5 or 10% away from 1999 ratings. The most overvalued the market's ever been in the history of stock markets since the inception of the market, since it was ever traded electronically before it was a stock market on paper. I buy this and I want 5 shares. Okay, they write up the ticket in the 1800s. All right, here's your 5 tickets. Okay. Shit's about to get crazy. I'm going to keep posting. You know, AI is going to keep up. I'm going to make it a mission to post economic data all day, every day. Excuse me. There's just no way. Look up the Shiller Index. Look up how overvalued and overpriced the market is. Let me summarize the stories I just went over. Repossessions and delinquencies skyrocketing. Credit card debt skyrocketing. What else can we talk about? And labor reports. People losing jobs, skyrocketing. What do you think? It's not because they don't need work. It's because the Wall Street companies are boosting their earnings by blowing out and firing everybody because AI is revolutionizing that. So I'm going to post all the stocks that I've been trading that I'm, definitely putting my hard-earned cash into. I'm going to show you the next value trades. I'm a big Warren Buffett value type investor. I do look at Berkshire Hathaway's holdings and I select some stocks that I have a lot of interest in that match up with what I like to see. I like turnaround stocks. I bought $6,000 of Lyft just yesterday. Why did I buy $6,000 of Lyft? Because their market capitalization is so far smaller than Uber, and yet they're so profitable, they're so undervalued. Of course I'm going to buy that. I've been buying and dollar cost averaging into Sirius XM. Why? I work at car dealerships. Every single car's got that logo on. Look, where's the logo on? Is it on this car? Maybe not this one. I'm in a 2009. I'm surprised. Let me see if the radio has it. I'm driving an 09 Escalade. But yeah, I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I think that's the saying. Put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, I am. I'm going to show you the stocks that I'm buying. I ain't bullshitting. I do shorts. I do shorts on a week in and week out basis. I come in and out on some regular shorts. I've kind of exited the option game. I don't like it. I don't like losing. I don't like having any type of emotional roller coaster. So I'm really not into options a whole lot anymore. I still do a little bit, but for the most part, is buying and holding stocks and reading and researching how the stock does operate. I've got a lot of years of experience. I did save up and made $1 million when I was 28. You know, this is 10 years ago. My first $1 million I made in cash. When I say you have a 7-figure amount in your bank account, and I know nowadays it's a lot easier to do that with inflation, but back then, saving up from 24 to 28, having 300 to 400% returns on some stocks, taking a couple $100,000 into $1 million over a 4-year period, hey, that's what built up Keen Automall. That's the start of the whole empire. So, hashtag Keen Automall. Keen Automall Instagram, we're going to be hitting 50,000 followers, and I'm going to keep sharing the love. I'm going to share my portfolio and investments because I'm going to try to pop that AI bubble, because you know what? That shit's fake. That is the most fakest market I've ever seen. And that's another segment to go over. But to summarize today's segment on Keen Talk, Real Talk, Keen Investment Partnership, that's our club, basically the name of my investment club. You know, it's my grandfather's, you know, tag name. Small business economy right now, worst it's ever been. The worst I've ever seen it. We have the worst small business economy ever. Discretionary spending reflected by restaurants, and basically if you got that extra money, you want to treat your family out to dinner, zero. Getting slaughtered. It's getting slaughtered. Discretionary spending is getting slaughtered right now. Credit card spending blowing up through the roof. It's through the freaking roof. The credit cards are exploding. And it ain't our 400 credit scores, it ain't 500 credit scores. You're talking like 6-figure earners are maxing out them credit cards to be able to pay their bills until they find another job after AI fired them. After AI let you out. And you know what? A lot of those people own NVIDIA stock. A lot of those people own AMD. A lot of those people that have the stocks that are making you lose your job, they even own the stock. Isn't that irony? If that's not the most ironic thing, like, oh yeah, I've had NVIDIA for like 20 years or 10 years. Yeah, I own NVIDIA, but I just lost my job. So you own NVIDIA, you've given them your equity and capital, and then that just led to you getting fired, losing your job. The irony that a lot of these 401ks, that these people that work in these W-2 jobs, most of them are weighted into these companies, and the more you put into your 401k, the more you increase your chances of getting fired. Because guess what? Just like in Terminator, once the system goes live, which is slowly going live, and AI is going live, just like in Terminator, Skynet, once Skynet is, what was that word? Skynet is active, or Skynet is live, or whatever that word is, it's over. And it's starting to happen. I gotta find the phrase in the next YouTube I do, the next one like this. When Skynet goes active or online, when AI is going online right now, job elimination is going viral right now. Wall Street and stocks are going to keep going up until there's going to be that balance of where, just like I said, we're going to wrap this up, then we're going to head off this thing. Final thing to think about it. They're going to be firing jobs to boost earnings. But guess what? The people that they're firing from the jobs are the people that buy your product. So you're effectively eliminating your customer for a little bit to show massive earnings, because you're saving your job infrastructure by eliminating your customer at the same time. Hello, how you doing? 954-532-9699. This segment is always sponsored by Keen Automall. We're home of 500 out. Buy your favorite cars, pump on the beach. Follow us on Instagram, Keen Automall, posting all my cars for sale. Owner operator since I was, for 10 years of a car dealership. Master mechanic, value investor with a little bit of growth. Benjamin Graham disciple, Philip Fisher disciple, Warren Buffett disciple. I'm just going to put it all out there right now. All these different skill sets. I can take out the engine, the transmission. I can show you how to trade stocks. I build small businesses. I can run finance departments for car dealerships. I play with money all day. That's my trading game. 954-532-969. You need a car today. You got a 400 credit score. We don't care what your car is, what your credit is. I'm going to get you a car to get you A to B, to and from for your family. Stop losing your money to Uber. Start using Lyft, because I just bought $6,000 in Lyft. Use the Lyft systems. Don't use Uber. Uber's overpriced. Download the Lyft app. I'm always going to try to promote. Buy that Wendy's. I own Wendy's. Don't buy McDonald's. McDonald's is overpriced. 954-532-9699. Keep following my Keen stock tips and tricks. Let's rock and roll. Over and out. Holla at your boy, Mr. 500.